Julia visited Canada last month, and she went to Montreal in La Belle Province, Quebec, and she went straight to McDonald's and got poutine and a few other things. Perhaps while she was in Quebec, she should have referred to poutine as Poutine. Then again, who cares? The best part about this is that she avoided Ken Domik and KBD Productions TV, and we know that he's totally into poutine. That is very significant. How do I get you to watch at least half of this? She has an encounter with a hobo. That's the guy off to the left. And I believe it is for real, because it would be too complicated to pay somebody and pretend to be a hobo. So I hope that draws you in. There's a few jokes we can make, and she's promising more Canadian content to come. So the most significant part of this is that she comes to Canada, doesn't go to Ontario, goes to Quebec, and gets poutine, and she doesn't talk about Ken or involve Ken, and it would have been a great collab. The thing is, they didn't collab when he was in Florida. She goes from Florida to Canada. They don't collab, which is funny. So I hope that's funny enough to drag you through at least halfway of this, and the hobo encounter too. So let's get going.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Just to remind you, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, here is what Julia really is loving. Protein shakes, working out, eating clean, and gourmet food. So the notion that Julia is walking around carrying 2 hands filled with Mickey D's is pretty ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, the late great Ray Kroc is one of my heroes. There's nothing wrong with some McDonald's food. It's just the idea that you're eating it all the time, like Julia is putting out there, is dishonest, and it's unhealthy too. So she pretends to give you like the inside track, like Ken does. The only thing with Ken is we know he really is eating it, and the inside tracks he's giving us isn't anything that we couldn't find on our own. So Julia is really trying to get a sponsorship, because her clothing, which nobody is buying, is patterned after McDonald's graphic design. So this is what she's kissing up to. And let's watch the fitness freak take a couple of bites and then ignore all the rest of this stuff. Either Romeo's gonna have it, or they're gonna throw it straight into the trash.
I'm loving it, or am I? Everyone's really nice here in Canada.
The next thing she says is, quote, "So I want to be nice," close quote. We know that isn't true, because this channel is Canadian, and Julia hit this channel with 8 fraudulent copyright takedown demands in one day, and almost took the channel down. And if she had, it would have been gone for about a couple of months. So, yeah, she's not nice, and she's not nice to Americans either, as JP could tell us. And it's not so much that we're all that nicer than Americans, it's just that our government treats us like children, and we put up with it, and they took our guns away. So if you get us angry, we just happen to be a lot less dangerous.
So I want to be nice, but I've got to be brutally honest. Is Canadian McDonald's better than...
If Julia wants to be, quote, brutally honest, close quote, then this is a pretty silly choice to test that on, because it's McDonald's. And this is one of those things that Canada has to follow orders from the United States, because it's McDonald's, it's franchised, and you don't mess with the formula. And because we're neighbors, you really don't mess with the formula, because Americans come over and it's like, well, what did you do to this stuff? It's the same stuff. And this is a formula, which is usually American tries all the European and Asian food. There isn't too much difference here. So even though we have a few items that are different, there's not that much difference at all. Yet Julia's gonna run with it here.
America? First time I've ever seen this at a McDonald's. The taste test starts now. There it is.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? I hope the rest of her Canadian food content is a lot better than this.
It's behind the scaffolding. It's so close, but so far away. Let's get going. We're in another country, and we're walking across the street backwards, because people are so nice here, I'm pretty sure they will not run me over.
No, it is because a lot of people in Quebec are really stuck up and full of themselves, and many of them don't like English culture, and they really don't like big fast food chain American culture either. And because you're dressed up like a piece of McDonald's advertising, they're disgusted, and they're giving you a wide berth.
Oh well, there isn't any traffic. That's what French people do. Oui, oui.
Oh yeah? Try confronting some Quebecois people with your rig, and as soon as they find out that you're making English-speaking television either for the rest of Canada or the United States, you will be somewhat less enthusiastically received.
French Canadian. It's been a while since I've left the country. Last time I ate McDonald's at a weird place, it was perfect. I can see an arch. Oh, there's 2 arches.
So do you notice that all of the background music has been taken out? It's pretty spooky, isn't it? It really allows you to appreciate how crummy this material is, and it costs money to do it. So please consider joining the effing channel. It's only $1.99 a month. No contract, even though I wish there was a contract. Some people, they join up, they walk away, they come back. Please join the channel.
Bad for audio. Now I've made it to Canada. It's cold here, so let's go warm up the Big Mac. It seems like they're doing construction on the McDonald's. See right here, they have a little...
Note that all of the signage is in French exclusively, even though this is a McDonald's, and that includes the ordering screens on the inside, while there is an option on the kiosk for you to select English if you want. Meanwhile, the rest of Canada has to have French everywhere, and in La Belle Province, they do not. Just wanted to share that.
A window so you could get your McDonald's to go just in case you're walking down the street. We are not in America anymore. Petite Vermont. Does that mean a small size? That looks like the poutine of my dream.
Rock the poutine. Rock the poutine. Rock the poutine.
That looks like the poutine of my dream. Got new things to try. Look, they have a stairwell. They have artwork. I don't know who he is, but he's important.
Oui, mademoiselle. In Quebec, we have stairs for your walking pleasure. We also have that piece of art, which is celebrating Antoine de la Mouth Cadillac, who was from France. And we are so important to our French heritage here. Not the Canadian thing. We want to be our own country, no? Just don't confront any of us with your stupid English-speaking television program, whatever it is you're doing.
They speak French here, so the menu is in French.
What? That is our way of saying manger de la merde, anglophone.
So good. It's a whole nother type of McMuffin. A brownie. Muffin, chocolate chip, fruit and fiber muffin. They got the McPops. Chocolate cookies. We don't have that in America. Multiple different types of bagels here. And obviously coffee. Sodas are the same, right? Except for this. What's a Fruitopia? What's a Foozy? But they have a love for Pokemon.
No, we Quebecois people do not have a love for your American commercialism. Pokemon is just part of the McDonald's chain, and it's doing business here. We are not in love with it.
That's what really matters. There's 2 levels of this place. Big ass, big ass. I haven't even ordered yet. I'm just too excited.
Nobody really believes that the nutrition and fitness nut, Julia, is excited about getting a couple of trays full of McDonald's again.
We're in some type of historic building, it seems like. And nobody's up here. I love privacy. Oh my god, it's freaking massive.
Oi! As you can tell, we Quebecois in La Belle Province, Canada, really love your American McDonald's.
It's like a cafeteria at school. Guys, this is the biggest upstairs of a McDonald's I've absolutely ever seen. Like, how many chairs do you actually need? I guess maybe they get busy. The artwork shows, I believe, parts of Montreal, which
It is pronounced Montreal, you pig!
is where we are right now. So high top tables, low top tables, and a bench with little stools that swivel. And there's even booth-style chairs. I love that you can put the tray on it and it's attached. I believe this is a McDonald's. It's historic. Let's look out the window. From the McDonald's, you get the view of that thing.
That courier truck is bringing stuff to Julia's hotel room, paperwork from her lawyer for her to sign for that legal fight that she's going to be losing soon.
That's pretty cool. Quick bathroom review. Is it clean? 4 stalls. Clean. Enough of all the toying. Let's go get some food. This is where important people used to
She could have used her phone to translate, if she cared, which she does not.
hang out.
And now important people still hang out here. I'm talking about myself.
So you're French and Canadian, yes? You're obnoxious and dull.
Yes, I'm relying on old clips of Triumph the Insult comic dog because Julia is so unfunny and missed so many opportunities to be entertaining, if not funny, while being in Montreal, Quebec. It reminds us that without JP, Julia isn't funny.
Yeah, we're gonna pick English. Now we gotta order a bunch of stuff. We have to get all the things that we've never had before. A Big Mac, no meat? What? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. We're gonna get the Big Arch, the double cheesy jalapeno bacon quarter pounder.
So she's going to get a quarter pounder, and if you remember that scene from Pulp Fiction, the reason why they call a quarter pounder with cheese a royale with cheese in France is because they use the metric system, not the imperial system, and there's no point in trying to convert for a title quarter pounder, so that's why they give it a different name. So Julia is in the French-speaking province of Canada, which would give her an opportunity to make a pretty good joke about royale with cheese. And she doesn't. And so it's just more stupidity. She could have had some fun with it. And if you're expecting me to play the clip, no, I'm not going to do that, because that's what Ken Domik would do. It's like, oh yeah, here's a reference, and I'm going to run you the footage. No, I'm not. Things are already bad enough, me running that old Triumph insult comic dog garbage. Because if you want to have that done right, you go to the master. You run some footage from Don Rickles. That's it. Alright, Julia missed another opportunity. Let's move on.
Sweet chili junior chicken, the spicy grilled chicken, the crispy and bacon McWrap with crispy chicken, the egg BLT McMuffin, 4 McNuggets with small fries, a regular poutine, and a regular spicy buffalo. Is it as good as it looks? We're going to order it. We are going to eat it. $73.
Those dollars are Canadian dollars, eh? Sorry.
And 94 Canadian cents. The receipt printed in French, which means going through this, using this as an anchor of information is going to be difficult. For the next time I visit, maybe I'll do a whole dessert review. Their ice cream machine. It doesn't look like it's down.
Here, Julia is relying completely on her haphazard music choices, so all we got is silence. It'll be done in a second.
Almost set, 747.
That's mine. Thank you so much. Order up. Let's go upstairs. This is how you do Canadian McDonald's. If you're from Canada, let me know what part of Canada you're from in the comments.
I don't have to do that, because when Julia hit this channel with 8 fraudulent copyright takedown demands in one day, in order to get the copyright strikes off the channel and save it from being taken down, I was forced to give Julia my real name, my real address, and my real phone number. Julia Yarinsky is an identity thief, and that's not alleged. That's the truth. And as far as her reporting me to YouTube for doxing her, which is something she would probably do, the Healthy Junk Food book has been published a while ago now, and her real name is in the book. So there you have it. Let's move on.
So I can visit your city.
How about you visit the Elf Village and the shack in the Elf Village? You could hook up with Kenneth Bernard Domik of KBD Productions TV. Just think of what a successful collab could be waiting for you in that rundown dump. Move on.
In the future. And if you're not even from Canada and you're just watching this video because you love travel content and you love fast food, light up the comments with where you're from too. I've been waiting to dive my teeth into this poutine for a while.
What's his poutine anyway?
Leave it to a Ken Domik collaborator, that guy that worked on the song with him, whatever his name is, to get both pronunciations of poutine wrong. He didn't call it the popular English poutine. He didn't call it the proper French poutine. He called it poutine. And Ken didn't fix that before he published this. The most significant thing is that Julia has come to Canada. She's doing poutine, or in La Belle Province, poutine. And there's no mention of Ken, there's no collaboration with Ken. That is a pretty good indication of how insignificant Ken's celebrity status is.
Kick it, KD.
See it? But there's a lot more things to try, too. It's French fries. It's French fries. It's French fries and gravy and cheese curds.
Come on, Julia, you putz. You're in Canada. You're in La Belle Province. And you're not even doing it in the correct order, which is...
Cheese curds and gravy.
It's French fries and gravy and cheese curds.
Cheese curds and gravy.
It's French fries and gravy and cheese curds.
Cheese curds and gravy.
It's French fries and gravy and cheese curds.
Cheese curds and gravy.
It's French fries and gravy and cheese curds. They've got the classic that's got cheese curds on there and brown gravy. It's basically just like loaded French fries.
No, it is not. Do you see how she's not really a junk food person? Loaded fries is a dish consisting of French fries topped with a combination of cheese, sauce, meat, commonly bacon, and vegetables. That's loaded fries. What is poutine? It really is fries, cheese curds, gravy.
Cheese curds and gravy. Cheese curds and gravy.
Even though we are having fun integrating Ken into this reaction, it really would have been his cup of tea to have shown Julia all about poutine. And the fact that she wants nothing to do with him is an excellent demonstration of how far his channel has sunk in the last few years. And now he's just doing these pathetic imitation stealth camps.
But the cheese curd element is on. There's a cheese curd right there. They give you forks and knives for this. Look at that branding. I love branding. But they also make one that's not so classic. It's a buffalo chicken poutine. Like, I didn't even know that existed.
Unlike pizza, which in addition to the crust, if you have the sauce and the cheese, it's sort of a blank canvas and it can pretty much take on anything. Poutine should be left alone. You know, you gotta have those three, the fries, cheese curds, and gravy, and those should be prepared and manipulated, and you should stay within that. However, silly people like Ken really do believe that if you just add anything else, then it's a something-something poutine, and it's something-something poutine, so he should have been here with her for that, because he is into that kind of nonsense, and she's into it too, or at least accepting it. Let's move on.
So I'm learning a lot already. We gotta give compliments to the wooden fork idea. Let's dive in there.
Rock the poutine.
And get the cheese curds while they're hot on the fry.
Cheese curds and gravy.
It's before they get all soggy in the container. I came right off the flight. Head right to McDonald's.
Rock the poutine.
It's the top on the list. Will something else beat it out? Cheese curds
and gravy.
are supposed to squeak. It's good. I think that the classic is the way to go. But let's try the next one. Get a little fry. Oh, it's got brown gravy, the green onion on there, and a little bit of chicken. You have to get everything in one bite. I love buffalo chicken, and I would eat this on like a Tuesday, but it doesn't give me poutine. I'm definitely going for the trad.
If only Ken were here, he could have told her that when you're answering the question of which do you want, you don't start with the trad. They're going to say, what? And that's if you do it in English. If you try that français, it gets worse.
Québec, tu parles pas français. Oui, français.
Versus the crazy kook. But that's some good buffalo sauce. Like, that's hot. Shut my eyes, I'm gonna pick one randomly.
If she bought them all, and if she's going to sample them all, what difference does it make what order she does it in? Is this supposed to be fun or something? Please note that she's far away from the camera, and the camera is moving. That means she's not traveling alone.
This one. Okay, what are we gonna eat? It's the double quarter pounder.
She ordered, and she missed out on the Pulp Fiction quarter pounder French Royale bit, and now she's about to sample it, and she's missed out on it again.
With the jalapenos on there. The sesame seed bun. Looks like some type of spicy sauce that they might be putting on that top bun. Ketchup, a couple of little straggly pieces of bacon, quarter pounder patty, and 2 pieces of American cheese. This bun is seeming a little less greasy than the American burger bun. Starting spicy. 1 bite for the health of it. It's definitely giving me McDonald's flavor. I like the jalapeno on there. I wanted it to be hotter. Or I would pass on this one. Random pick, this one.
Keep dragging us through the motions, Julia. The fitness and health food maniac pretending that she's trying to figure out which one of these sandwiches she wants to eat on the regular. Keep going. Wait, we do have the moment with the hobo coming, alright? So stick around. I know things are getting pretty weak here.
It's the egg BLT McMuffin. So they put lettuce and tomato on the egg McMuffin. It just looks great. Which I guess is something that you can probably get as a special request when you are in America, which maybe I should be doing on the regs. English muffin. Looks like mayo on the top bun, lettuce, nice looking plump tomato piece. Got the bacon on there. A round egg.
Yes, Julia. Just like you have in the United States, where McDonald's was started. It's the same thing. Thanks for noting it.
Round egg cheese melted into the bottom English muffin. I don't think I've ever had mayonnaise on an egg McMuffin before. Does it make it better? The egg's the same, the English muffin's the same, but the addition of those ingredients definitely make the sandwich so much freaking better. Yes, mayo should be on the egg McMuffin, and so should lettuce, tomato, and bacon. The BLT is 100% in. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and watch out for short form content because I post fast food hacks, tips, and tricks on the regular.
Yes, you do. Whatever other creators are doing, you just follow them, copy it, and do it on Healthy Junk Food because without JP, it's not funny anymore, so that's what you do.
I know, some of you guys only like long format content, but for those of you who like both, I'm doing both. I'm like a glitch of making videos. Don't stop. Close the eyes, do the thing, and I like this one. It's shaped cylindrical. It's the McWrap. I love how I get to undress this. They don't have this in America. You open it up and dissect a little bit. Whoa, there's some big-ass chicken tenders in there. Oh, it's a chicken patty that they cut up in here. Got the mayo, lettuce, cucumber. Oh my God, is it healthy? Got more bacon on here. Scrumptious-looking tomato slices. And of course, it's wrapped in a massive flour tortilla. This is the spicy fried chicken wrap. So it's a spicy chicken patty on this one. It's essentially a chicken sandwich, but in a wrap instead. The cucumber gives it like a...
Here comes our hobo to save the day. Sort of. So, as he's passing by, he asks if she has any spare change. It sounds pretty muffled. If you run it a couple times, you can hear that's what he says. And she says she doesn't have any, which is halfway believable. I mean, everybody just pays with their, device these days. However, when you're in a different country, it's a good idea to have some cash on you. So maybe she did. It doesn't matter. She gave him one of the sandwiches she already taken a bite from. At least it's halfway entertaining, I just wanted to explain it before we get to it because it goes by pretty fast.
Fresh touch. That's really good. I'm sorry, I do not. But if you're hungry, I can give you some food. Do you want my BLT?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're blindfolded.
When asking me to do this reaction, some of you were saying that Julia's wearing a new ring. That is the wrong hand. So because it's the wrong hand, that can't be the engagement wedding finger. And there's a good shot to show you both hands. And there you go.
And we're picking this one. Okay, what do we got? It's another sandwich. What is it? Oh, it's the grilled chicken patty. It's the first time I've ever seen this at a McDonald's. They have a different bun on this. Like, so, again, like a little healthier, maybe like almost like a potato roll. I wouldn't call it gluten-free. Shredded lettuce, and I think we got the spicy sauce on the top there. And check out this grilled chicken patty. Wow, that's looking fresh as hell. I have a feeling this one's gonna be a win. The spicy sauce is having a kick on this one. Not any better than Tyson, but it's a good grilled chicken patty. McDonald's, good for you. Making healthier options in Canada. Bring this to America?
Thanks, Julia. As if we needed you to come here to kiss McDonald's butt for us to thank them for giving us the option of something a little bit less greasy than everything else they have on offer. and for you to beg them to bring it to the United States, as if you, the fitness and health food nut, is going to be eating it regularly if they decide to do so.
Maybe? I would eat that again. We're almost done.
Okay, so you already know where everything is, and you're in control of the placement of the items, with Romeo just holding the camera. So, where is the drama when you close your eyes and are trying to find out where everything is? You already know where the items are.
With the blind stuff, because we don't have that many things to try, but that's okay. We're doing this one. It's the big arch. La Grande M. The M is the arch. Ooh, sesame seeds and poppy seeds on this. Yeah, poppies. Poppies. This is really big. I didn't know it was that big. I thought it was going to be like a quarter pounder big. Holy freaking patty. I'm really liking that these buns are different like they are. It's just better bread. Opening this up. Spicy sauce, pickles, shredded lettuce, white American cheese, onion on there, 2 patties with more white cheese in the center, another white cheese on the bottom with fried onions, and more spicy sauce. Since when do they have fried onion at McDonald's? My first time trying the Big Arch burger, guys. This just may be the best burger we tried today. It's got 2 quarter pounder.
That was her third blown opportunity to make some sort of joke based on the fact she's in Canada's officially French-speaking province at McDonald's. Just let's keep moving.
On it. So this thing is probably 1,000 calories. It's a mouthful. Now that's a lot of meat. 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 This is good, but I'm really not liking it more than the chicken. But if you know me, I'm not the biggest fan of fast food beef. I would pick this sandwich over the jalapeno burger. But if you put jalapenos on this, it would be even better. The sweet chili chicken sandwich. And this is basically the McChicken, but it has a sweet chili sauce that they don't have in America. You know how they make them back there, just squirting sauces and doing their thing. They do know how to sauce things up. They add the sweet chili sauce and mayonnaise on here with lettuce. The McChicken patty on there with the bottom bun. Quite possibly a lot of the sauce ended up in the wrapper, so maybe I'll dip it in my wrapper. They put mayo on like everything, even things that I would assume would only have one sauce, but maybe it's amazing flavor combination. Let's go. Sweet chili should be on the McChicken, and with the mayo, the combination is actually freaking awesome.
Julia, in Canada, at McDonald's, with a chicken sandwich. I almost feel sorry for Ken that he wasn't asked to do a collab with her while she did it.
We're keeping this. If I'm eating a McChicken, I want the sweet chili sauce on there. Last but not least, the Happy Meal. Always puts a smile on my face. One thing I love to do whenever I go to McDonald's in different countries is compare and taste test the chicken nuggets, because sometimes they're actually different in other countries. It's so weird. They actually have a different sauce that they offer with the nugget, a spicy habanero sauce. Ooh, there's a maple leaf on the logo.
Yes, Julia, we're glad that you are impressed the way corporate branding is handled in Canada, which is a reason why if we did become the 51st state of the United States, most of us wouldn't notice, because all of these giant chains are already here. And the way they distinguish themselves as Canadian operations that are owned by the Americans is to put a maple leaf on everything. Thanks.
Oh, they're just McDonald's fries, right? It's the little touches that make it good. And the chicken McNuggets. We have a bell, we have another bell, we have a weird looking boot, and we have a good boot. They're not giving us any balls in this one. Bell, ball, boot, right? I should know, I'm the chicken nugget lady.
You bet, Julia. You're known as the Chicken Nugget Lady. At least you were 8 years ago. Now it's just the stealing the channel from JP sort of lady who can't have those videos do anything for her now when she tries to remake them.
But if I'm gonna taste test it, I gotta taste it on the boot. Let's try it before we sauce it, and then try it sauced. Is it different? I think it's basically the same, but it kind of tastes a little healthier for me. It's giving me McNugget. Try the sauce. Go Dunkin'. Ooh, we're double dipping. It's another mayo-based sauce, by the way. It's spicy. Actually, that might be one of the hottest sauces I've ever had from McDonald's before. Ooh, that is habanero.
Please tell us, as if you're planning to eat big handfuls of chicken nuggets, does it have a kick?
I love a kick. McDonald's Canada, you've done a great job. My favorite items, for sure, are the BLT McMuffin, the McWrap, and this spicy habanero sauce. Put it on everything. If you don't like spicy food, don't eat it.
What would we have done without Julia coming to Canada to let us and everyone else know of the McDonald's habanero sauce, which is spicy, that if you don't like spicy food, don't eat it. Thanks, food detective.
And I can't forget poutine.
Rock the poutine.
Poutine also makes the list. If you end up in Canada, try at least these 4 things when you visit and you're gonna have a good time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That was a clever shot, because she told Romeo, get out of this, I'm going to handle this one on my own, to give the impression that I'm visiting Canada by myself. Of course, we know better.
The first few hours of my visit here in Montreal, way more Canadian content to come.
Everything Francais, right?
Way more Canadian content to come. Subscribe for it, and I can't wait to share with you what I eat next.
I got the holographic Pikachu.
It was JP who was totally into Pokemon, so for you to do this by yourself just makes us long for the way things used to be.
Oh my god. I feel so lucky. That's so rare.
That's what French people do.
You're in North America. Learn the language.
Rock the poutine.
Now, this is where we usually make fun of Julia's view counts. And she published this on the 5th of April, 2025. I'm doing my reaction completed, that is, on April 12th, 2025, 7 days later. And she has 100,000 views, which is pretty good. What am I going to do? Make fun of that? Thing is, if you look at the bottom right, Trying Products brand sent me 9,800 views. That was a month ago. And then her next most recent, Trying the First Combined IHOP, whatever, we reacted to that. It's 13,000. And then she got 18. And then around a month ago, they call it 4 weeks, only fish sandwiches for 24 hours, and she went to all these chain places. She got more than 500,000 views. It's basically the same content with a channel that was already famous, and now it's not. And then all of a sudden she pulls this out of a hat. The next one, Atomic versus Nuclear, blazing hottest, whatever, 16, and then she does only fish and chips for 24 hours, went up 69, and of course, as of today, 7 days after having done the McDonald's in Canada, it's 100,000. Now, the question is, I'm just asking a question here. I'm not making any statements. Would a person who stole a whole channel from her former partner and who made 8 fraudulent copyright takedown demands in one day and swore in writing that she was going to be bringing lawsuits when she knew she couldn't and she didn't? My question is, would a person like that start buying tons of views just before her trial was about to happen in May of this year?